You text your friend, "I'll be there by 7." Simple, right? But swap that one small word for until, and suddenly you're saying something completely different without even realizing it.
Hailey, I actually did this in an email once. I wrote, "I'll finish this until Friday," meaning I'd complete it. And my manager replied asking why I wasn't sure I'd finish at all.
One tiny word, by, until, or from, and the entire meaning quietly shifts underneath you. Today, we finally untangle it.
Welcome to Everyday English. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Hailey. We're so happy you're here with us today.
If this podcast helps you, please like this episode and subscribe to Everyday English. It really helps us reach more learners just like you.
Okay, Ryan. By, until, from. 3 small words, 3 completely different jobs. Let's make them finally click.
I've been excited for this one, Hailey. Let's go.
Now, I know exactly what some of you are thinking. These 3 words look so simple. Why do they still confuse me?
Hailey, that exact frustration followed me for a long time. They felt small, harmless, and yet I mixed them constantly in real conversation.
And that frustration is so understandable, Ryan. These words look simple on paper, but they carry a feeling of time that takes practice to truly absorb. Let me slow down here for a second and say something honest. If you've mixed these words before, that's not a sign of weak English. It simply means you're still building the feeling behind them. Today, no grammar charts, no memorizing endless formulas, just feeling. Just real situations. Just us talking.
Mistakes mean you're trying. Trying means you're already moving forward. Let's start with the one that carries pressure, Hailey.
I love starting with pressure. In a fun way, of course, Ryan. Let's go. Close your eyes, Ryan. Picture this. It's Friday afternoon, and your manager sends a message. I need this report by 3 p.m.
Okay, I'm already feeling that pressure, Hailey.
Notice that word, by. It sets a limit, a deadline. You could submit it at 1 p.m., at 2:45 p.m., even at 2:59 p.m., but never after 3 p.m.
So by isn't about when you start or how long you work. It's about the final line you cannot cross.
Exactly, Ryan. Think of by like a finish line marked on the ground. You can cross it early, but never late.
Oh, I love that, Hailey. A finish line you can't cross late. That's going to stay with me.
And here's something important, listeners. By pairs naturally with completed actions, not ongoing ones. I'll send it by 6 p.m. I'll arrive by 8. Both are single moments, not stretches of time.
So we wouldn't say, "I'll wait by 6 p.m." because waiting continues. It doesn't simply complete in one instant.
Exactly. I'll wait until 6 p.m. fits much better there. We'll get to until very soon, Ryan. I promise. Listeners, let's practice this together. Think of one promise you can make today with a deadline. Say it out loud, starting with I'll by Even if you're not sure yet, just try. That's all we ever ask. Write in the comments right now one sentence using by, describing a deadline in your own life. We genuinely read every single one. By
is your finish line word, Ryan. Deadlines, promises, completed actions. Now let's meet the word for actions that keep going. And one more everyday example before we move on, Hailey. I'll be home by 6. Doesn't mean I'm home right now. It means I haven't arrived yet, but I promise to arrive before that time. Exactly, Ryan. That's such an important detail. By always points toward the future, toward something not yet completed, but promised. Listeners, try this. Think of one thing you'll complete before the end of today. Say it out loud, starting with I'll by tonight. Until is calling us next, Hailey. And I remember this one feeling completely different once I truly felt it.
New picture, Ryan. Imagine you're sitting in a coffee shop and a friend is running late.
Okay, I'm already sipping coffee patiently. Hailey?
You text them. I'll wait until 6 p.m. Notice that word, until. This isn't one quick moment. It's continuous, stretching all the way to that time.
So until shows action that keeps happening right up to a specific point and then stops.
Exactly, Ryan. Think of until like a road that keeps going, until it finally reaches a stop sign, and only then does it end.
A road leading to a stop sign. I love that image, Hailey.
And here's the clearest contrast, listeners. I'll wait until 8 p.m. means you're there the whole time, continuously. I'll arrive by 8 p.m. means you're not there yet, but you'll show up before that moment.
Same time, completely different meaning, depending entirely on that one small word.
Beautifully explained, Ryan. And here's something emotional. I waited until midnight carries a feeling of patience, of real duration, almost dramatic compared to a simple deadline promise.
While I'll call you by midnight feels more like a promise, lighter, more like a commitment than an emotional stretch of time.
Exactly. Listener, can we talk to you directly for a second? Think about something you've waited for recently, something continuous. Try saying it out loud. I waited until...
Write in the comments one sentence using until, describing something continuous in your life. We would genuinely love to read yours.
Until is your continuous road word, Ryan. Now let's meet the word for beginnings.
And here's one more emotional layer before we move forward, Hailey. I'll stay here until you arrive. Shows real commitment, real patience. Someone choosing to stay connected through the whole waiting period.
Exactly, Ryan. Until often carries that quiet devotion, staying present continuously until a specific moment finally arrives.
From is waiting for us, Hailey. And I remember this one feeling deceptively simple until it wasn't.
Okay, Ryan, imagine describing your work schedule to a new friend. You say, I work from 9 a.m. Notice that word? From. It marks a starting line, a beginning point.
So from doesn't tell us when something ends, only where it begins.
Exactly, Ryan. Think of from like the starting block at the beginning of a race. It tells us exactly where the runner begins, nothing about where they finish.
The starting block. I love that, Hailey. And it usually travels together with another word, doesn't it?
It does. The shop is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. From gives the beginning, to or until gives the ending. Together, they paint the complete picture.
Hailey, I have to be honest. I once said I am working from 2 hours, trying to say I'd been working for 2 hours. That sentence just doesn't work in English, does it?
It doesn't, Ryan, and that's such a common trap. We say, I have been working for 2 hours, or I have been working since 2 p.m. From needs a clear starting point, not a duration.
That's such an important distinction. From marks where something begins, not how long it lasts.
Exactly. Now let's put all three together in one natural day, listeners. I worked from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. My boss asked for the report by 5 p.m. I stayed until 4:55 p.m. to finish it.
Wow, Hailey, that felt like a real story. Starting point, deadline, and continuous action, all working together naturally.
Beautifully done, Ryan. Say it with us right now, listeners. Build your own tiny story using from, by, and until right out loud.
And here's a small bonus, listeners. Till and until mean exactly the same thing, just till feels a touch more casual, more informal in everyday speech.
Exactly, Ryan. I'll wait till 6 and I'll wait until 6 both work perfectly. Just choose whichever feels natural in that moment.
And here's one final small detail worth knowing, Hailey. Sometimes by can mean before a certain flexible period, not one exact minute. I'll finish this by next week doesn't mean exactly next week. It means sometime before or during it.
That's such a useful nuance, Ryan. By can feel strict, like 3 p.m. sharp, or flexible, like sometime within a whole week. Context always decides the exact feeling.
Listeners, notice how these three words, by, until, from, quietly organize almost every plan you make in daily life, from work schedules to simple text messages.
Okay, Ryan, error lab time. And honestly, I have made every single one of these mistakes myself.
Same here, Hailey. Let's fix them together with zero embarrassment.
Mistake number 1. Wrong? I will finish this until tomorrow. Ryan, what feels off there?
Finishing is a completed action, Hailey, not a continuous one. The correct sentence is, I will finish this by tomorrow.
The rule? Completed actions with a deadline always want by, never until.
Mistake number 2. Wrong.
I'll wait by 6 p.m.
Hailey, waiting continues over time, Ryan. It doesn't complete in one single instant. The correct sentence is, I'll wait until 6 p.m.
The rule, continuous actions always want until, never by.
Mistake number 3. Wrong. I work until Monday to Friday. Ryan?
Wrong word entirely there, Hailey. The correct sentence is, I work from Monday to Friday. From marks the beginning of that range.
The rule, from, always comes first when showing a start and end range, never until in that position.
And mistake number 4. The office is open by 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Hailey?
By doesn't work for opening hours ranges, Ryan. The correct sentence is, the office is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
4 mistakes, all fixed, all clear. And listeners, every English learner mixes these 3 up sometimes. Even confident speakers slow down occasionally. One bonus mistake, Ryan, because it's so common. Wrong. I am working from 2 hours. Trying to describe a duration. That mixes duration with a starting point there, Hailey. The correct sentence is, I have been working for 2 hours. Or I have been working since 2 p.m. The rule, from, marks a clear starting point, never duration. For duration, we reach for words like for or since instead. 5 insights now, listeners. All fixed, all clear, all completely human. Mistakes mean you're trying, and trying means you're already winning. The error lab is closed. You survived, you grew.
Okay, listeners, game time. And Ryan, remember, this is not a test.
This is a celebration of everything you just learned, Hailey. Let's go.
Situation 1. You promise to send an email before 6 p.m. Option A, I'll send it until 6 p.m. Option B, I'll send it by 6 p.m.
Pause us. Say it out loud. Ready? The answer is B. I'll send it by 6 p.m. A completed action, a deadline.
Situation 2. You're already at a party and you'll leave at midnight. Option A, I'll stay by midnight. Option B, I'll stay until midnight.
The answer is B. I'll stay until midnight. Continuous presence, stopping at that time.
Situation 3. You want to describe when your vacation begins. Option A, my vacation starts from Monday. Option B, my vacation starts until Monday.
Remember, we use until for continuous actions, while from marks the start of a period.
One more, listeners. Situation 4. Your teacher asks when you'll submit your assignment. Option A, I'll submit it by Friday. Option B, I'll submit it until Friday.
Pause and say it. The answer is A. I'll submit it by Friday. A responsible, clear deadline.
And notice, listeners, how different that feels from I'll submit it until Friday, which sounds uncertain, like you might still be working on it without finishing.
That small shift completely changes how confident and responsible you sound in a professional conversation.
Listeners, write in the comments, how many did you get right? 1, 2, 3, or all 4? We genuinely want to know.
And here's your personal challenge. Write 3 sentences, one using by, one using until, and one using from. Drop them below. One final time. By is a finish line. Until is a continuous road. From is a starting block. Communication is more important than perfection. Always, always, always.
Look at what you just did today, Ryan. By, until, from. 3 tiny words that quietly confuse learners everywhere. And you just walked through every single role clearly.
Let me say what we learned, Hailey. Number 1, by. For deadlines and completed actions, a limit you cannot cross late.
Number 2, until. For continuous actions that stretch all the way to a certain point.
And number 3, from. For starting points, the beginning of a range or a routine.
Now, close your eyes for just a moment, listeners. Imagine yourself 1 year from now. You're making plans with a friend, and the right word simply arrives. By, until, or from. Without hesitation. Without translating first.
I'll be there by 7. I'll stay until 11. The event starts from 6. Smooth, natural, completely confident.
That's where you're heading. And today was one more clear step toward that version of you. Tell us in the comments, which one felt trickiest today? By, until, or from? We read every comment, every single one. And if this episode helped you even a little, please share it with one friend who's learning English too. Learning together is always lighter than learning alone. Don't forget to like this episode and subscribe to Everyday English. We make episodes just like this one every single week. If you're listening to this alone right now, late at night, early in the morning, or on your commute, know this. Many learners around the world are feeling exactly the same thing right now. You are not alone. Let me slow down here for one last moment, Hailey, and say something I really mean. Go ahead, Ryan. Fluency isn't about knowing thousands of words. It's about understanding small words deeply, because small words quietly connect everything else around them. And every time you notice one of these small words in a conversation, a show, or a message, you're quietly training your brain to feel English, not just translate it. You showed up today. You listened. You tried. That already makes you better than yesterday. See you next time on Everyday English. Keep speaking. Keep believing. Bye, everyone.